Hi, and welcome to Market Conversations. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about Alibaba, but before I continue, just want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Wow, the market was crazy today. The entire market went from green to bloody red. And Alibaba has been selling off ever since it hit a high at 120. Let's go ahead and take a look at a one-year chart. It cannot break 120 back end of January, and then we had it go to 120 back in July and in June. And you can see how many days has it been selling off. Almost every single day of this month and last month. And I don't know if there's going to be a bounce anytime soon. Even though the RSI is currently at 21, so it is extremely oversold. But if you keep going back to last year, we can see that the RSI was the same, 22, and then here back in October when it went to a low of $58. So right now it is currently around a very strong support, but with the entire market going down, it's going to affect Alibaba, and then we have political risk. And the craziest thing, people were thinking that Alibaba was going to go to 200 last year, and now we were at 83. I lost a lot of money in Alibaba buying call options. So be very cautious when you're buying call options, guys. I don't know who's buying these call options. People are just buying call options left and right, and puts too. Don't get me wrong, but there are definitely a lot more volume in the calls. We have 4,000 volume traded for the 84 strike calls. And if you keep going down, we have 90 strike calls, 4,900 volume traded. And if we take a look at next week, March 17th, we have 85 strike calls, 5,800 volume traded, and then 12,000 volume traded for the 90 calls. So these are down because Alibaba did not bounce at all today. It's just been straight down. And I made a video yesterday how it sells up every single morning. The only thing I can say is if you're buying into Alibaba for the long term, I would highly suggest buying shares because there's no expiration dates. And we're going to see that even the 95 strikes, 7,000, and then the 6,400 volume traded, and there's currently 36,000 open interest. So people are hoping that Alibaba goes to 100 in 1 week. There has to be really huge catalyst for this to move to the upside. And even then, even there's news, Baba tends to just sell off. Even when the entire market is green, even when other Chinese stocks are green, Alibaba is red. I noticed that. And then we have this stock, SVB Financial. Stock crashed 60%. And let's just go ahead and just take a look at the news. It says Silicon Valley Bank parent loses $1.8 billion from security sales, cuts full year guidance, and plans $2.25 billion equity offering. The bank, which helps fund technology startups backed by venture capital firms, said it took the strategic actions to strengthen its financial position as rising interest rates increase pressure on public and private markets and as clients face elevated cash burn levels. While VC deployment has tracked our expectation, client cash burn has remained elevated and increased further in February, resulting in lower deposits than forecasted. The related shift in our funding mixed to more higher cost deposits and short-term borrowings coupled with higher rates continues to pressure NII and NIM. The stock dove 60%, the lowest close since September 2016, and it was the biggest sell-off since the stock began trading in October 1987. The stock also led weakness in bank stocks as the Spider S&P Regional Bank Exchange Traded Fund tumbled 8.1%, the worst one-day performance since it shed 9.3% on June 11, 2020, as all 143 equity components lost ground. And if we take a look here at a 2-year weekly chart, the stock was once $763. Oh, this is what you would call a black swan. No one predicted that this would drop 60%, affecting all the other banks. So just be very careful when you're buying options, whether that's puts or calls, and just risk what you can lose, because I lost everything in the market in the last 2 years. Everything. I basically have to start over from scratch now. I'm just trying to save up money so I can start trading again. But wow, it wiped me out. I had AMC naked calls, and for some reason my brokerage TD Ameritrade was able to let me sell over 100. Never again. And I can't, because I have no money. And I just wanted to share my story. Just be careful when you're selling puts or selling calls, because something like this can happen. No one expected this to drop 60%.